still talk to you?
Yeah, a lot actually.
Did they talk to you when you were a wee girl?
Yes.
What were they saying?
Come here. I'll be your friend. Load up on the gun. Bring your friend. It's fun to lose and to pretend. She's overboard and self-assured. Oh, no one knows a dirty word.
Did you find yourself being defined by who you were as the piano girl?
Yes, always.
And did that help or did that hinder?
It gave me a little bit of a, I don't know, it made me more interesting than kind of the nerd I was. I'm like a bit of a nerd, which is, I love nerds. I live for the nerd scene, but when you're 15, 14, it can be a bit difficult, nasty. Never was a cornflake girl. Thought that was a good solution, hanging with the raisin girls. Well, there was a time when I was a bit of a, you know, kind of a bimbo. I was just not really, oh, hi. I just cut out. I think I cut out so that I didn't have to feel things. And it took me a while to get back in my body. You know, sometimes it'd be, I don't want to talk about that. But it's given me a lot of freedom being able to talk about things. It's like, it's not so bad.
Yeah.
Silent all these years. This is what my grandmother was like. And I was kind of like this, you know, wondering what was going to become of my sex life. Well, and then Grandma all of a sudden said, I'm going to start sending you letters. There's a girl called Annie that I want you to meet. Well, okay, Annie was a virgin till like now. And the thing about Annie was, she was going to save this for her husband. And I'm like, well, like, what? Who's this guy? When you gonna make up your mind? When you gonna love you as much as I do? Words are very boring unless you paint with them. If you don't paint with them, it's just silly. You should just play music. It's far more deep. When you gonna make up your mind? 'Cause things are gonna change so fast. And anyway, this went on and on and on and on and on about Annie. Yeah. And so finally, I got bored with the whole thing, and I put on a Led Zeppelin record. And I was kind of going, you know, Robert's an interesting choice. You know how he goes, ah, ah, ah. Yeah, and my hands are going like, and I was like, you know, in my pubescent thing, you know, you're starting to grow a few things here and there and stuff. And all of a sudden, it was like, you know, this is not really happening. You bet your life it is. You bet your life it is. Honey, you bet your life. There's a pill out the watchword, just a pill out the watchword.
Now that book also, The Secret of Joy, it is about empowerment.
Yes.
And the empowerment comes from the internal. And it strikes me as a real dichotomy between the fact that your father was minister with the empowerment coming from outside, and you going in the complete opposite direction. No, it's coming from in here and working out.
Yeah.
You ever thought about that?
Yes. Doesn't get talked about a lot. It's a different approach. I think that's what Jesus had meant all along, really, in those teachings. Those teachings, I think, were always about go within. There aren't really a lot of steps that we've been taught. How do you accept yourself? How do you go in there and find out why you want to kill this girl? Why you want to rip her head off? You know, and put cheese balls in her ears. You know, what is it that she's saying that's disturbing me so much? What buttons are being pushed and why? And what then triggers those buttons? I mean, it becomes like a game of dominoes, really. And I'm trying to learn how I operate. And once you learn where you operate, you can't be controlled anymore. God, sometimes you just don't come through. God, sometimes you